Hi, my name is Donna Graham, aka Chita from Q102 East Coast Crips.
kevmacvideos, you know this is for sure. kevmacvideos, open your soul, represent your ghetto, baby.
Chita, you go back to the beginning of Crips, is that right?
Yes.
Personal friends with Raymond Washington?
Yes.
Mac Thomas?
Yes.
Moto?
Yes.
Mad Dog?
Yes.
And a host of others.
Ricky Silence.
Ricky Silas, okay. Did you know Craig Craddock?
Yes.
Benny Simpson, aka Bulldog?
Yes.
So you knew a lot of the original Crips.
Yes.
Did you know A.C. Moses, aka King Baba Louie?
Now you ask me that, I have to know him because my brother was 9 years older than us, and my mother and father. We grew up in the hood with two parents, and my brother was 9 years older than me.
What year was you born?
I was born in 1953.
And that's the same year Raymond was born, right?
Right.
You're about 5 months or so older than
5
Raymond?
months off.
So you older than Mac Thomas and all those dudes?
I'm older than all them.
Okay. Where did you grow up at?
I grew up on actually, and nobody know this, you getting it wrong. My mother and father had a little house on 98th in town. And when we left 98th in town, we moved on 102nd in town.
Where does the name Q102 come from?
Q102 came from the radio station that we had called Q102. After the riots started, our hood became Q102.
Do you remember what year the Q102 became Crips?
No, I don't. It had to be, 70s? No, I don't remember what year. But
Was Crazy Crip the one that brought Crip to your immediate area?
yes, he did.
By way of Raymond Washington?
By the way of Raymond Washington. Crazy Crip was in and out of YTS. He was originally from Texas, and he was bad, and he was in and out of YTS at a young age, and he met Raymond, and I think he met Raymond in juvenile hall.
Was he one of the founders of Q102? Or?
Yes, he was.
He was. All right. What type of occupation did your parents have at that time?
My mother was a nurse that ran Doctor's Hospital on Adams and Western, and my father was the first black advocate that helped the youth at WLCAC on Central 113
In Watts.
in Watts.
And he had some dealings with Ted Watkins?
Yes, Ted Watkins was our yard man. My father went to the pen. He went to jail. My mother told us that he was in the service because he was in the service, but he had went to the pen for embezzlement of his own construction company. And when he got out, him and Ted hooked up and they started WLCAC. And Ted kids and my father's two kids, we all grew up together with WLCAC.
If you can remember, take me back to when you first met Raymond.
When I first met Raymond, I think it was about 1 o'clock. Crazy Crip had, because me and Crazy Crip lived across the street from each other. And he was like, sis, he was supposed to be my little brother. So, sis, I got somebody come over here and talk to you. I want you to talk to him. My boyfriend's all low-rided. No, I didn't have one. I had a couple. So, he would always be in the car. I swear to God. Before I can come out the house and dress, Crazy Crip in the back seat. And wherever I'm going, he was going too. So, never knew where his feeling was as being so young until we got grown. But yeah, he introduced me to Raymond. He told Raymond he wanted me to lead the East Side. And at that time, we were only dealing with the San Pedro boys. Cookie, Johnny Ray, Frog, Crazy Crip, all the rest of the brothers out there. You know who you are. But
Frog died recently, right?
Yeah, Frog just died. Johnny Ray still living.
Yeah, Frog was supposed
And
to do
they are the originals Q102s. They met Juro behind me.
Tell me about Mad Dog and Moto.
Well, Mad Dog ran with my brother. And Moto, oldest brother, ran with my brother. My brother was a so-called pimp. My mom's brother was a so-called pimp. So I grew up in the life before I even knew what the life was. And Moto and them, they were way beyond and was taught the game before we was. My daddy kept his, they called my daddy Frank Nitty from Watts. He kept his shit silent. Me and my brother didn't have a clue. My daddy burnt up 28 pounds of weed in our garage because he found my brother weed, but later on my daddy was in the game. You know, everybody in our hood in Q102 was coming by the garage just sniffing. He burning up all that boy's pounds of weed. Little did we know, me and my brother, well, my brother probably knew how much money he had invested, but I didn't know. And then my father ended up going to prison, and then he got into the game. And it was what it was.
Where did Mad Dog and his family live at?
Nathan Appleline.
And that later became Backstreet Crips?
Yes.
Originally and like a stronghold?
Hold on. Mad Dog family lived on 102nd and McKinley. Then they moved to 108th. Because Moto and them lived on 108th. Mad Dog and them lived in the hood before they went to 108th.
So that was a stronghold for the East Side Crips?
Yes. We were very tight. Mac Thomas, no disrespect to Raymond, but Mac Thomas was the first one. Black Connie from Compton. We all ran together. Black Connie was messing with Crazy Crip at that time. And Mac Thomas had brought Black Connie over there to meet me, and we all became friends. We all hung together and partied together. I was way older than all of them, and they, looked up to me as, not an elder, but just an older person that had it going on, and would tell them what to do and what not to do. Try to, anyway.
Did that area later become Backstreet Crips?
Yes, it did. It is Backstreet right now.
When does Front Street Crips come in?
I don't know.
Okay.
Because I didn't even know it was a Front Street. I thought it was a Back Street. I mean, I done been somewhere where I live at is Sex Cash, Kill a Crip, Kill a Nigga. I mean, it's so many Crips that right now I had a nigga pull up on me and open their back door. By the grace of God, I asked him, what you doing? He didn't do what he was supposed to do, though. That was God's work.
Where did Mac Thomas live at?
Mac Thomas lived off 103rd and McKinley.
And then, do you remember when he moved to Compton?
No, when he did move to Compton, him and Black Connie hooked up, and they became very close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he still come back to your neighborhood?
All the time. Never left the hood.
Okay.
Always was respected. And keeping it real, that was the first gang member over there. Mac Thomas, he had it going on. Yes, he did. He was a powerful little nigga.
What about Craig Craddock and Bulldog? What can you tell me about them?
Craig, see, I'm not used to calling him Craig Craddock Bulldog. He was a beast. That was Moto's brother.
No, not Mad Dog, Bulldog.
Bulldog from Hoover.
Yeah.
Oh, Bulldog was cool. That was my friend. That was my dog.
Do you remember he was from the East Side first?
Yes.
Okay. So he went from East Side Crip to Hoover's.
Right. So,
did you know a lot of Hoovers back then?
I knew everybody.
Was the Hoovers and East Side Crips tight back then?
Yeah. Because, matter of fact, I met him through Pamela and Jackie Tide, and my baby daddy was messing with Pam at that time. So that's how I met him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Pam and Jackie Todd are two
very
famous
close.
female
They're
Crips.
from the West Side.
From the West Side.
They are the only two female that's from the West Side that was out there in the streets with me.
Okay.
Now, everybody else to say who they are who they want to be. But I'm going to tell you who the real writers was.